Hi everyone, this is Satyajit. So in our last videos, we discussed about what is cloud and what is AWS cloud, and we have gone through the AWS console. Okay, what are the services and what are different options. In these videos, we are going to discuss how to create a AWS account from scratch. Okay, and we'll just explore few of the services. Okay, what is the UI looks like. Okay, so here once you already logged into the AWS console, you can able to view like this screen. Okay, from there you can just go for this few dotted option is there, right? This is called services. So what are the services AWS support? Services is nothing but like AWS provided storage service, we called it as S3, simple storage services. Okay, AWS provides services compute service, which is EC2. Okay, EC2 stands for elastic compute. We'll discuss more in detail, but now I'm just exploring what is services. Okay, so these all are the services. If you see, they group it together as a bundle. Okay, let's say compute. If you click on this compute, right, what are the compute services? AWS app runner, batch, EC2, elastic beanstalk, lambda. So these all are the compute services. Okay, and when you talk about container services, so these are the container services, right? Elastic Kubernetes service, elastic container registry, container service. So they group together. So you want like you need to know what are the networking services. So you just go down and search for networking and content delivery. When you click on networking, you will understand what is API gateway, what is app mesh. So these all are the networking services. So it will be very helpful. Like when AWS introduced, or at least 2 to 3 years back, that grouping was not there, or 4 to 5 years, 5 years back, the grouping was not available. You cannot group the resources. Like you cannot means like the grouping was not there. You just need to search for, you need to search for S3. You just click on S3, it will come like this. Now also you can able to search in that way, but it will be helpful if you click on the services and go for. Now you want storage, you just go down and go for the storage. Once you click on storage, here are all options will be there: S3, FSX, Glacier, storage gateway, EFS, elastic DRS, disaster recovery, everything it will be there. Okay, so that is very helpful to explore into that. We will go in deep, we'll go in each services in detail, but this is just explore, okay, how to log into the AWS account and how to go for the services. Okay, and this is your region. Region means, as I said, it's a geographical region, geographical location. It means where AWS is available. We talk about India. In India, Mumbai is a geographical locations, okay, and Hyderabad is a geographical locations where AWS is present, okay. And when talk about Singapore, we'll talk about Northern Virginia. So all there AWS is present. So that is called a geographical locations, okay. And geographical location, let's say some customer is part of India. If India there is no AWS account, so they can host their server and services in the nearby, like let's say Singapore or Indonesia. Okay, they can build, but there little bit latency involved. Okay, because their customer is belong to India, but they are storing or they're keeping all of the data into the different country. So to avoid that latency, the data center will be created on the same region where the user belong to, where the customer belong to. So it will be helpful. The latency issue will be resolved. Okay, so that is one benefit of geography region, right? Where the region should be part of. And each region, as I said, right, each region there is three or more than three availability zone will be there. Availability zone is nothing but it's a data center. Like let's say Mumbai is a region. In Mumbai there are three data center available, and the data center is that will be scattered in different area in Mumbai. Okay, so what will happen if one of the data center goes down because of anything, like let's say because of cyclone or because of any natural climate, right? On that case, another two data center is there to given to be highly available. So these all three data center is in sync. If one is goes down, other two are there for high availability. By the way, like data center goes down, it is a rare case, but for that high availability, they keeping at least three data center. Okay, so that is the benefit of putting data into the AWS and storing data into the AWS. It's not only AWS, in every cloud provider, they manage their disaster recovery, they manage their high availability. Okay, so that is all about the AWS console overview, and you can verify all the services we'll discuss in detail. But now we need to understand how to create an AWS account. You can just, I'm just opening incognito mode. You can just go to the AWS management console. Here it's there, my account. You can just go for my account and management console. So if you do click on that, I already logged in because I already log into the AWS account, so I can able to go inside the account. Okay, or else if I do the sign out, once I do the sign out, it will ask me sign into the console. If you click sign into the console, I can put my credentials. Okay, here if a root user, I am, we'll discuss what is root user, I am user. Okay, root user means like your main account, which email ID will give. I am user means, so let's say in a company there are 10 members. Okay, so it is not feasible to create each AWS account for 10 people, right? So it will be, it is not the best practice, right? For that reason, there will be one account. Okay, and in that one account, the 10 people user need to be created, so they log into the account by their own individual user. So in that cases, so one is the main user, root user, but IAM users will be there. IAM means identity access module. We'll discuss in detail. So now let's say we are going to create a user. So I can put my username, and once I click on next, I can enter my password, then I can able to log in. So I'm able to log in because my account is already created. Okay, so now we are going to create a new account. If you see the below, create a new AWS account. You just need to hit create a new AWS account. Once you click on that create a new AWS account, then you need to put one of your email address, okay, which is which you do not have any AWS account. So you need to put any random email ID. Let's say I'm putting um, any random email ID. Any email ID, put account name. Let's say I'm giving testing something, and you can verify the email address. So once you do that, it will send an email, a verifications code for that. Once you receive the verifications code, once you enter here and once you verify, your, it means that mail ID should be present. If that mail ID is not present, you cannot able to log in the account. Once you given the verifications code and click on the verify, by that meantime, I'm just stopping the sharing and getting the yeah. So you need to give your a valid email ID. As this email ID already I have an account exists on AWS account, so I'm not getting a mail or verification code, or it is taking some time. It may take 3 to 5 minutes. The code has to be checked. The code has to become, and you need to check the spam folder as well. So the step is, once you added the email ID and you given one account name. Okay, account name is like on which account name, just like my account name is here. If you see cloud journey with Satyajit, right? I just gave a name. You can keep in, you can pick an any random name. Okay, anything, you can pick your name. Once you after that enter the verifications code, once after that you can just verify, so they will get to know that the email ID which you enter that belong to you. Okay, so it will be valid. Post that, once that is done, then you will require to provide your address. Okay, your name, your full name. Okay, and why this account is created. So you need to select that account is created for testing and for practicing, and you need to enter, and there is a valid debit card or credit card you must require to create and open an account. So you need to enter that details. Once you added everything in detail, your address and everything you detail, after that you can submit it. So once that done, so your account will be created, but that account may take 24 hours to active, right? Once you created the account, you cannot directly log in, you cannot directly log in and do the practice or something. You cannot do it. Will take maximum 24 hours. So within 24 hours it will be active. Once the account is activated, like let's say my account is already been activated, right? So I can able to log in. You can just to reload, and this is my email ID. Just say, so now I put root ID, right? So once I put my email ID, then it will ask me for password. Once after I entering my password, there is a self step is that MFA, multi-factor authentications. If someone get to, let's say my email ID, my password, if someone get to know, he can log into the account and he can do the necessary services. As I already know, like I already told you, this is a pay as you go model. It means whatever you are going to use it, you have to pay for that, right? So there is a billing dashboard. If you go for the billing, uh, if you go for a billing, so there will be billing associated. So monthly, how much billing, like it is my less one $0.87, but if someone get to know the credentials and he can or she can do the misuse of this account, then the bill can come more. Okay, so it will be a problem for us. So for that reason, we need to use multi-factor authentications, right? So like though someone know your password, they cannot log into your account, because for that MFA is mandatory, the multi-factor authentications. Okay, so that we will discuss how to set up multi-factor authentications in an account. But to understand in detail, to create an AWS account, you must have a valid email address and valid card, debit card or credit card. Once you give, and 2 rupees will be deducted from your account, and again the 2 rupees that will come immediately reverted back to your account to validate the account belong to you only. Okay, and or the card is valid on that cases. So once that is done and the account is validated, like this I able to log in, you can able to log in to your account using the username and password. Okay, once that is done, once the account is activated, then you can play around the AWS account. Okay, that's it for today, right? We just understand today how to create AWS account and how to explore the services, and the next video onwards we will discuss and we'll pick one services and we'll go beyond into that. Okay, thank you for watching my videos.